So in this video, I'll be discussing my philosophical breakdown of parsha Ze'eva and how it inspired my yoga class sequence this week. The video transcript can be found in the blog along with the class video. Link is in the bio. Please like and subscribe, and you can go to the blog and subscribe to my exclusive mailing list for videos describing the physical benefits of each of the class sequences. And be sure to drop a comment if you have any comments, questions, or feedback. So, without further ado, my philosophical breakdown. So, God reveals himself to Moses and responds to his outcries from the end of last week's parsha, saying he will indeed bring Moses' people to the promised land. Yay! Moses repeatedly demands Pharaoh to let his people go, and Pharaoh repeatedly refuses, despite apparent sorcery and a series of 10 plagues upon the Egyptians. Pharaoh's behavior wasn't just a matter of stubbornness, but a display of one of the major pitfalls of humanity, and I'll get back to that in a moment. Did I want to theme my class to mirror the 10 plagues, which are blood, frogs, bugs, wild animals, pestilence, boils, hail, locusts, darkness, and death of the firstborn? No, that sounds complicated and, quite frankly, unpleasant. So, a more profound reason is that we're not supposed to benefit from suffering of anyone, even if it is your mortal enemies. So we see this on Passover, where we name the plagues and we spill a drop out of wine for each of the plagues because we don't want to drink wine in celebration of all these plagues, even if it was our captors. So no, I didn't want to benefit our bodies through yoga using a theme of the plagues. Okay, so now getting back to that major pitfall of humanity that we saw from Pharaoh. It said that Pharaoh's heart was hardened after each plague. So what does that mean? The mind is so powerful, we can convince ourselves of anything to protect our heart, our ego, and so on. So Pharaoh was not in a place to take rational action, even though the evidence was clear to let Moses' people go. It's counterproductive to tell someone something if they're not ready to listen. And in many ways, it takes a lot of effort before you can actually fully understand the basics. In this case, it was basic morals for Pharaoh. And I'm relating it to yoga in that it takes a while before I really want to talk about basics to people of yoga. So when I talk to most people about yoga, the most common responses are people saying that they're bad at yoga, which is literally impossible. It's just intentional movement and breath practice. If you're moving and you're breathing all day, every day on your own, no matter what. The suggested sequences when you take a class are literally just that. It's a suggestion. It's a practice of your movement. You move in certain ways throughout the day, and then you just move a little bit differently on your mat to kind of explore different functional movements that you don't normally get to do when you're, say, cooking, doing laundry, sitting at the computer, driving, etc. So no, you might not be flexible. You might not be able to sit still for more than 5 seconds or focus even, but that's not what yoga is about. Hopefully you can get better at those things through yoga, So I wanted to take this week's theme and bring it back to basics of my yoga sequences, the breath cultivation, the sun salutations, and just some common poses. So try out the class and keep an open mind. Thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe, and let me know what you think. Drop a comment, and yeah, so try out the class. Let me know how you feel.